Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today we're actually going to go ahead and review a fragrance from the house of Banana Republic. The fragrance we're talking about today is called 83 Leather Reserve. Now this fragrance I was interested in reviewing mainly because one is from the house of Banana Republic, who generally has pretty decent fragrances, very interesting fragrances at that, and it's also a leather fragrance, which I generally like. I like a lot of leather fragrances. It's not very uncommon for me to, not like it. It's more uncommon for me not to like leather fragrance than it is the opposite way around. So I'm always interested. Now, before we begin, I'd like to apologize for the scruffiness of this area right here. Little mistake, I left my shaver within reaching distance of my daughter. She's 11 months old, almost a year old at this point, and she took it, went over to the toilet, opened the toilet, threw it in, looked to see what she'd done, and now I gotta go buy a new shaver. So, it's been a little unseemingly more as of late, so I'm gonna have to buy a new shaver and get this taken care of. So I apologize for that, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and continue on. So the fragrance is reasonably priced. You can see it up on the info over there. And when you get to the actual scent, which is obviously the most important thing, you spray it on and it comes across as very appealing. The leather and the suede immediately jump out at you and are the first things that you really sense on this fragrance. Now, what changes with this fragrance, which is really interesting, are the citrus notes. The citrus notes begin to come in and immediately fuse in. You don't really get the citrus notes by themselves, but you really start to get the citrus notes more mixed in with the leather suede. So at first I was kind of like, this is kind of interesting. It's doing something that I'm not really accustomed to with leather fragrances. And then I started realizing more and more, oh, this is the citrus that's actually in the fragrance. That's what it's doing to the scent. And it's there. And I would caution people. You immediately spray this and it feels like a heavy fragrance. And I have to say, do not be fooled. This is not a heavy fragrance. In fact, one of the biggest problems with this fragrance to me is its performance. On my skin, that initial talk that I was telling you about lasts probably about 10 minutes. And then after that, it starts to become a skin scent after just 10 minutes. It's closer to the skin. It's something that's, there, and you can smell it on you, but people will not smell it around you. At first I thought I was suffering from olfactory fatigue and maybe I just couldn't smell myself. And no, I confirmed it with some others that they were not actually able to smell it on me either. So, after that 10 minutes or so, it started dying down to that. And then 3 hours later, maybe 2 hours later, it was gone. Gone off my skin, almost completely gone. And the performance just got worse and worse and worse. So the performance starts off what seems like strong, but it's not really. And then it just kind of dies down and tails off to get rid of it, which is a shame to me, because that dry down kind of scent that you're getting with the scent is actually pretty appealing. I mean, at times it can be a little strange just because, citrus kind of interacts with it. But for the most part, it was positive on that. But the performance just really, really, really makes it suffer, which is a shame, but it is what it is. So if I'm gonna go ahead and give this scent a rating, I'm gonna give this scent a rating 2 out of 5 stars. Again, it's pleasant smelling. I think a lot of people, when they come across it, they're gonna think that it smells good, but they may be disappointed with the performance. And the performance to me on this one is so bad that it really just drives down the score. Despite the fact that it's an inexpensive fragrance of the leather scents, I probably would not recommend this to people. That said, if you want to give it a try, it's definitely not on the expensive realm. And it's, if you're a collector or something like that, it's definitely worth getting your nose on it, just because that leather citrus combo is really an interesting one, and the way they do it is extremely interesting. But other than that, 2 out of 5 stars, not really that good of a fragrance. All right, so if you have any questions, please feel free, send me a message, leave me a note, do whatever you gotta do. Thank you guys, take care of yourselves, and you guys have a great day.